Hello, this is Nick Marine, and welcome to Let's Read Japanese, a course series for the reading of Japanese text alongside its audio counterpart. Alright, so today's video is Ki no Nani食べた, episode 4 of a 12 episode series or season, because there's a second season coming out, or actually there's a second season already out. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like and a thumbs up if you like the series I'm doing and like to see more. Subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, remember to give it a comment because feedback's always welcome. Finally, as part of the Let's Learn Japanese project, this is, if you like what I'm doing with the project, helping with the Japanese learning community, you can help support that by becoming a patron. Links to that are down below, as well as links to the Let's Learn Japanese website and the community Discord. Finally, if you'd like to hire me on commission, again, that's usually the hourly rates, and payments are done via the Patreon as well. Again, for commission, it's usually like getting started, trying to explain like what all these certain tools and spreadsheets and pages and websites and everything that might be useful for getting started, or if you start entering other different stages as well. All right, with that out of the way, let's just get started. All right, I plan to also, this is a live stream. I plan to do 2 videos today, but if you watch this later, this should be coming out on July the 13th. And yeah, so far so good. I really enjoy this series. It's a comedy. It does have some heavy moments, but for the most part, pretty light. Unlike Shinya Shokudo, which is also a comedy of sorts, but it can be a lot heavier, sometimes darker thematically. I'm quite enjoying this. Getting lots of good laughs. Really getting really hungry when I watch some of the cooking that happens. And yeah, so let's get into it. And I like to mention, if you ever do it like this, remember, follow it up, watch it on Netflix. That's kind of the reason why I decided, hey, let's start doing this with a lot more Netflix shows. That if people do watch my videos, and this is like their first experience with a show, go from here and go straight to Netflix and then watch it normally. I think you'll find that it's a lot more comprehensible if you've done a Let's Read It first and then do a normal watch. All right, so we're doing Kenji yawning. What is it? Yep. What is it supposed to be? Yabuki Kenji? Yeah, Yabuki Kenji. Kosuru. I think that's the other earpiece in.
何やってんの？前にちょっと焦がしちゃったからなんか気になって。今やんなくても明日のお父さんの手術早いんでしょ？そうか。そうだな。
So he's nervous. Oh yeah, so it did say this is December. So like a whole 6 months have skipped from July.
明日の晩飯だけど今日のと同じで悪いな。
何言ってんの？作り置き用意してもらえるだけありがたいよ。
See if that's make sure. Use and put away. Someday put away. So use but someday put away. Prepare, cook. Okay. Make and then put away. 作り置き. I should have realized that.
作り置き用意してもらえるだけありがたいよ。俺の心配なんかいいから、シロさん早く寝なよ。
作り置き。
あ、待って。今渡しちゃおう。お母さんにミニタオル。病院ってしょっちゅう手洗うし。シロさんこういうの嫌がるかなって思ったんだけど、可愛いの見つけたから。無理には。
いや、ありがとう。渡すよ。
So 見舞い and 土産。
じゃあ母さん、シロ行ってくるよ。
お父さんが個室って言った時ちょっと贅沢かなと思ったんだけど、10時間もの手術を待つとなると、よかったのかもね。
お母さん今日着物じゃないんだね。
当たり前でしょ。着物どころじゃないわよ。ねえシロさん、食道がんの手術って。
Yeah, so esophageal, shokudo. You hear shokudo, you think it's like it's dealing with kind of like because you have shodo for the art of writing and other things. But that, I mean, when you hear that, is that you think it's like the art of cooking, but it's just the esophagus, which I thought was kind of interesting. Oh, well, I guess it says right there also it's like yeah, they're just saying, yeah, it's just mainly the
普通は胃を上に引っ張ってきて食道の代わりにするんだけど、
extend.
お父さん普通は胃を上に引っ張ってきて食道の代わりにするんだけど、お父さん胃潰瘍で胃を取っちゃってるからそれができないって言われたじゃない。
Stomach ulcer. 胃潰瘍。
お父さん胃潰瘍で胃を取っちゃってるからそれができないって言われたじゃない。
腸の一部を切り取って。
腸の一部を。
腸の一部を切り取って食道の代わりにつなげるって。
思ったより大変な手術なのかもしれないわね。
大丈夫だよ。一般的なやり方だって先生も言ってたろ。
そうだけど。お父さんどうしよう。お父さん死んじゃったら。史郎さんも祈ってよ。そんな会社の書類なんか読んでないで。そんな裁判負けてもいいからお父さんの命をお助けくださいって神様に祈りなさい。
祈れないよそれは。こっち。
I don't know. She's just striking out at him. I mean, you know, again, because she's upset. That's all. Let me hear that again, though. 裁判。
祈れない。
お父さんの命をお助け。そんな裁判負けてもいいからお父さんの命をお助けくださいって神様に祈りなさい。
祈れないよそれは。こっちだって依頼人の人生かかってんだから。
I know that's the person you trust in with the other person's life. 依頼人 client. 依頼人の。
こっちだって依頼人の人生かかってんだから。落ち着いて。
どうしよう。お父さん死んじゃったらどうしようって。お父さんどうしよう。お父さん死んじゃったらどうしようって。どうしよう。
外に聞こえるから。
He's really not good at handling emotion. People that are having emotional outbursts.
まるで間欠泉だ。
間欠泉。間欠泉。一定の時間を終えてのガイザー。間欠泉。OK。間欠泉。intermittent。
まるで間欠泉だ。個室で正解だよ、お父さん。
今まですがった神様。
すがった。今まですがった。Let's see if that's a full phrase. No. すがる。頼みと、praying. Okay, asking and praying. Clinging on to or land. すがった神様。今まですがった神様。
今まですがった神様。どなたでも構いません。どうかお父さんの命をお助けください。お願いします。ありがとう。
噛む音。鼻を噛む音。
いつもハンカチ忘れないんだけど。いつもハンカチ忘れないんだけど。今朝テーブルの上に置いてきちゃったみたいなの。やっぱり気が動転してるのよね。
気が動転。気が動転す
る。やっぱり気が動転してるのよね。
してるよね。
お母さんにって知り合いがくれた。
何？
ミニタオルだって。
知り合いって。Yeah, just somebody I know. It's like you live with the guy. Come on.
素敵。その方にお礼言ってね。
その方にお礼言ってね。
お母さんってさ、結構お父さんのこと好きだったんだね。
当たり前でしょ。大好きよ。好きに決まってるじゃない。
Skip this part.
新鮮な腸。
Fresh intestines?
病巣は切除できたんですか？
病巣。So that's infectious spot. 病気になっているところ。Location of the illness. So 病巣。Disease nest. 切除。切除。cut out. 切除。
病巣は切除できたんですか？新鮮な腸がなかなか見つからないです。ここは良さそうだと思ってくっつけると壊死してしまうっていうのを繰り返し。壊死して。ここは良さそう。
良さそうだと思う。つける。くっつける。Make sure about that. くっつける。ものとものとを隙間な。So if big, it says che hanaranai, like connected, right? Connect next to join fix. くっつける。
ここは良さそうだと思ってくっつけると壊死してしまうっていうのを繰り返す。
Okay. 壊死。生体。Make sure about that 生体、right? 生体。生体の組織。組織。組織の。Wow. 細胞。I tell you what, let's just keep it simple. Necrosis. Oh, geez. Ishi. Ishiしてしまうの。Okay. Keeps dying on him. Okay. That's not good.
壊死して、ここは良さそうだと思ってくっつけると壊死してしまうっていうのを繰り返す。さっきどうにか使えそうなところが見つかりまして、あと4時間くらいかかると思います。
そうですか。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
じゃ
まだあと4時間だって。
何あの先生の言い方。何、どういうこと？お父さん危ないってこと？どうしてあんなに意気消沈してるのよ。
違う。
意気消沈。元気がなくし。It's like lowering of the spirits or depression of the spirits. 元気消沈。
違う。
どうしてあんなに意気消沈してるのよ。
違う。あれは手術が長引いてうんざりしてるだけだよ。
長引いて。Let's see if that's a full phrase. 予想以上に。Okay. More than he expected. 長引く。Prolonged, dragged on. 長引いた。うんざり。I make sure about うんざり again.
あれは手術が長引いてうんざりしてるだけだよ。
でもあんな暗い顔して。
Jeez, lady.
母さん。
But again, you expect families to be emotional like that. It's to be expected.
先生のあの感じ、俺はお父さん助かると思う。大丈夫？
もう。
What was it? Forgot her name. I think it's Hisae.
大丈夫よ。手術も無事に終わったし。昨日の夜はちょっときつかったわ。そこ。お父さんがいつも座ってるとこ見るとなんかね、ああいないんだって、もしかしたらずっといなくなっちゃうかもしれないんだって。
I have to think about my wife's aunt because her husband, in fact, the second anniversary of him passing, like he had passed suddenly, like from looks like some coronary problem. He had passed like through the night, and yeah, so it was like sudden, like not expected at all. But yeah, it kind of had to be. Yeah, my aunt is like she's like 80 years old, but like very energetic, very bright personality, and same with her husband as well. And because we visited her place quite a few times in Itami and whatnot. But yeah, this is kind of reminding me of a situation like that but no, she does. Spoiler alert: she doesn't lose her husband, although the actor who plays her husband does pass away. So they they do change the actors. But it's a resilience and in a way. But again, if you've ever seen the way because I think it's Shintoism, they do it in that. So like there's a ceremony after a certain number of days after the person has passed away, and then a certain number of days after, like 90 days after. So there's the actual cremation ceremony. Then there's 90 days after that is the kind of return, and there's another ceremony where it's the remains of the cremation are moved to the grave. So for not 3 months, the remains or the ashes are kept at the home at the little shrine dedicated to the husband. Moved, and then a year after that is another ceremony, and then there's a 2 and a 3 year ceremony as well. Then after that is like a 10-year ceremony. So yeah, it's kind of, because it's such a structured ceremony. You're not saying goodbye all at once, and but you go back, you remember the good things, and it just kind of helps it makes the goodbye. I think I'm assuming it makes it a lot easier than where I've seen like in the States, depending on the religion, but it's mainly just there's a funeral and then that's it. Like there's this maybe family members might remember it, but there's no like ceremony on the anniversary of, or 3 months after or a year after or whatnot. Unless there's like just in memory of. At least in my experience. But again, I was raised in a more Baptist Protestant type religions, so and a poor family at that. So again, the amount of time maybe have for ceremonies may be limited.
毎日一緒に暮らしてる人って特別なのね。どうお父さん、大丈夫？何？
よく寝たって。
なんだ。おいしい。やっと味がするわ。もう帰るんでしょ。間開けずにお父さんの顔見に来なさいよ。
間開けずに。
間開けずにお父さんの顔見に来なさいよ。また天ぷらあげるから。
でもお父さん、しばらく油物は無理だろ。
そっか。
No oily foods.
さ、俺天ぷら大好物なんだけど自分じゃうまく揚げらんないんだよね。コツって何なの？
コツって、OK。コツって何なの？
思い切りよ。史郎さんに思い切りを求めても無理でしょうけど。
やっぱなんだかんだ幸せだな。
なんだかんだ。Something or other, right? あれこれあれこれ。やっぱなんだかんだ。しわす。Each gets first 2 months of the calendar. Wintertime, December, end of the year. しわす。なんだかしわす。I would not have guessed that. Looking at that, those two kanji, and then oh yeah, that's like December in the lunar calendar. She was.
やっぱなんだかんだ幸せだな。
幸せだな。
おかえりなさい、シロさん。
今日火曜か。
寒かったでしょ。お風呂入ってくれば。
じゃあ先に入ってくるかな。
掃除。
掃除とか洗濯とかすごいやってくれたんだな今日。
なんかね、いろいろ大変な時って 帰ってきて家が散らかってると余計気持ちがすさむじゃない？
余計気持ちが、エクセシブ余計気持ちがすさむ気持ちや生活態度が become flustered。余計気持ちがすさむじゃない？
帰ってきて家が散らかってると余計気持ちがすさむじゃない？
すさむじゃない？
いや、飯作るか。
飯作る。
何するか。鍋とかにするか。
鍋？いいね。お父さん大丈夫だった？
うん。よく寝たってさ。
うん。Christmas time。
子供を持つ身になるとさ、クリスマスって
子供を持つ身 People who have kids. Okay, 子供を持つ身になると。クリスマスって。
もはや楽しい。子供を持つ身になるとさ、クリスマスってもはや楽しいイベントじゃなくなるんだよね。
Or rather、もはや、楽しい。
もはや楽しいイベントじゃなくなるんだよね。義務だよ、義務。
義務。Responsibility or duty. There we go. で、義務だよ。
義務だよ、義務。
義務だよ。
おさむ先生は
おさむ、しの先生。おさむ先生。
サンタのふりとかしないんですか？
しないしない。
サンタのふり？
おさむ先生はサンタのふりとかしないんですか？
しないしない。プレゼント置くだけ。
私はサンタさんの代わりに手紙の返事書いたりしたけど、楽しかったわよ。
男でクリスマスが楽しいのなんて独身のやつだけでしょ。ね、影井先生。
いや、特別楽しくはないけど。
特別
またまた。
今日いつもに増してシュッとしてますよ。今日いつもに増してシュッとしてますよ。
まして。今日いつもにまして、非常に。
今日いつもに増してシュッとしてますよ。
本当だ。
この後どっか行くんでしょ。
行くには行くけど。
いかがですか。イブのよりケーキどうですか。チョコレートとイチゴを揃えてます。
And I think you probably know, like on Christmas. So Christmas is like pretty much you kind of get it a little bit after Halloween, but you might get a little bit more of it after definitely in the December time frame. Where it's basically just decorations all over. It's not like and yeah, they're treating it like more of a commercial holiday in Japan than anything else. And they play those god awful music all the time. So you hear that all over the place, driving people who work at the stores crazy. And it'll go up till the 25th, and the 26th, it's all taken down. Like, it's all just removed. The illumination stay up because that's that's more of a winter thing as opposed to a Christmas thing. So you'll see definitely the trees stay decorated, and it's a sight to behold. So if you visit during winter, it's like that's one of the cool things of going to bigger cities in Japan is during wintertime is the illumination. Trees and buildings.
どうですか。
マト缶1缶88。またか。
That's a pretty good deal.
ずいぶん思い切ったな。年末に在庫を減らしたいのか。年末に在庫を減らしたいのか。仕方ない。普段世話になってるし、貢献するか。
貢献。
普段世話になってるし、貢献するか。
There's the music. Let's see. Where are we at?
思い切りか。
思い切りか。
思い切ったな、あの時は。
Oh, where they met. I'm old now, so I don't care about the clubs as much. But yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, when I was younger, yeah. Oh, 3 years ago. He wasn't that young. Wow, they haven't been going out that long, huh?
Hey.
ありがとう。
Shiro.
俺さ、実は2丁目来るの初めてなんだよ。
2丁目来る。So I guess that's the club name? 2丁目。
この年。
俺さ、実は2丁目来るの初めてなんだよ。
この年で？
だって決まった相手がいるのに来る必要ないだろ。どうすんだよ、ここで声かけられたら。
そんなの普通に断れよ。
Yeah, actually, that's true. I mean, it's the other reason I don't like going to clubs is it's very difficult to talk because of the music. Yeah, I get it. You want to go there for the dancing and whatnot, but you know, chatting is kind of fun.
っていうか、お前大丈夫だよ。
え？
お前ここへだって全然モテるタイプじゃないからね。
Yeah, he looks familiar. まーちゃん。
気づいてないかもしんないけど。
え？
まーちゃん。
この人が今から
こんばんは。
こんばんは。あはまーちゃんちょっとこっち来て。ケンジが来てんの。ケンジ来て
ケンジ
この時、俺はようやく理解した。ゲイにもモテファッションというものが存在するのだ。要するに俺の風貌は女性が
要するに俺の風貌、姿、態度など営んだ。Okay, yeah, outward appearances. Okay. 風貌。俺の風貌は、要するに俺の風貌は。
要するに俺の風貌は女性が合コンにすっぴんで来るぐらい場違いで。
すっぴん。without makeup. ここにすっぴんが。Oh. Basically coming to a go-con without makeup. 場違い。out of place. 場違い。
要するに俺の風貌は女性が合コンにすっぴんで来るぐらい場違いで、実際本当に全くモテなかった。帰りたい。
わかる、絶対わかる。もうね、あんたちょっと何どこねどこね。もしかしてこの人まーちゃん今この人と付き合ってるんだ。こんばんは。はじめまして。
はじめまして。意外と普通。これがケンジとの出会いだ。ケンジは場違いな俺をなぜかえらく褒めてくれた。
なぜか偉く。
その後、ケンジは場違いな俺をなぜか偉く褒めてくれた。
I like that. 場違い this that being out of place. 場違いな俺をなぜか偉く。
その後、特に交流はなく、ケンジのことなど忘れかけていたある日。
どうも、本日担当します矢吹家。どうも、本日担当します矢吹家。
ひょんなことで再会した。
ひょんなことで思いがけない意外な微妙なひょんなことで
再会した。
この近くにお住まいなんですか？
ええ、ま
あ、俺もです。駅の向こうだけど。ああ、まーちゃん。元気ですか？最近会わないけど。
ああ、俺も最近は。
あ
なた割とすぐ別れたから。
割とすぐ。すいません。
あなた割とすぐ別れたから。
そうだったんだ。
で、なんとなく家が近いからたまに食事したり飲みに行ったり。
So it's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like you got to go out. Like, oh my God, we got to start dating each other. Like, it's cool. But this happened to start spending more and more time together. You realize they really are just going together. See, in there he looks happy. You know, you usually see him like with you start off with the series. He's got this kind of this pissed off look on his face. But really, he's kind of happy together. I like that their show's doing it that way.
よく会うけど別に付き合ってるわけじゃない。そんな状態が続いていた。
水漏れ？この間上の階のフロア故障したらしくて、うちの天井に水が全部伝わってきちゃって。
悪く。
この間上の階のフロア故障したらしくて、悪くうちの天井に水が全部伝わってきちゃって、ワンルームだからもうどうぞ。
それじゃあ部屋今どうなってんの？
ぐちゃぐちゃ、家具も家電も全滅。とりあえず店長のところに泊めさせてもらってるけど、ご家族いるからもう申し訳なくって。
年末のこの時期に家がぐちゃぐちゃ。
ああ、もう途方に暮れるってこういうことを言うんだなって。
途方に暮れる。もう途方に暮れるってどういうこと？
年末のこの時期。
ああ、もう途方に暮れるってこういうことを言うんだなって。
Let me make sure about 途方 real quick as well. 途方。Destination way. The way your direction is going. Shoot on. Okay. 途方。Comes in. Oh, so I've lost my way. 途方に暮れるって。Okay. Makes more sense.
ああ、もう途方に暮れるってこういうことを言うんだなって。こそにも俺貯金ないし、ウィークリーマンションも高くて。
ウィークリーマンション。Wait,ウィークリーマンション高くて。Oh, so like maybe that's pay by the week? Kind of like, okay.
話してたら引っ 越そうにも俺貯金ないし、ウィークリーマンションも高くて。話してたらなんか泣きたくなってきちゃった。じゃあ椅子倒しますね。はいはいどうぞ。失礼します。首痛くないですか？
ああ。
じゃあシャンプーしますね。首痛いですか？ごめんなさい。じゃあもうちょっと。
いやそうじゃなくて。
I'm saying that also, I mean, because I've had my hair, usually maybe once a month. My wife wants me to go to the salon that she goes to and have my hair done there. It's not really done. It's just, cut short, and the style lasts all of an hour at most because, I'm used to this, whatever I have, I'll just comb it over anyway. But yeah, they'll do like that. They'll be very polite, apologize for everything they have to do, and, again, tell you they're going to lean you back and set you forward. Is the water too hot or too cold? Pretty much everything. I don't know. I mean, I just think, just pay $10 for a 10-minute haircut instead of like $50 for a hour haircut.
うち来る？
Huh? It's kind of funny. I like it how, he's talking with the tissue still on his face.
どうした？聞いてる？
うん。いいの？
あの時俺は相当思い切った。
See, I like that. This guy Omoikiru is like kind of like the mold there. Let's look at it real quick. Bentaishi. Bentaishi ni yoiru, mochiiru. 普通では考えられない。Don't think normally. Think outside the box. Okay. To act outside the box. Got it. Bold and daring. Okay. Yeah, right there. There's bold and daring. Okay. 思い切る。The reason why I wanted to look at a bit more details is because, again, it's like this word has popped up like 3 or 4 times, if not more. So, obviously, I think that's the theme of today's episode, doing something bold and rash. But, or resolute, being not rash as in a bad idea, just bold. And that's a very bold decision, like to invite someone to live with you. That is, try not to do that lightly, because usually people do it lightly. They're the ones who usually post like all the mistakes that led to that. But again, they kind of spent time together and maybe spend time together, like spend the night over, get used to that before you like make the idea of like moving in completely. That could help as well. Christmas. Yeah. That's kind of cute. That was a nice dissolve.
冗談ですよ。
And it does not snow in Tokyo that much. Sometimes like maybe 1 or 2 times a year, like where seriously like where it will also snow enough to stick to the ground.
さて今年もやるか。まずはラザニアだな。ニンニク、セロリ、玉ねぎ、人参のみじん切りをよく炒めたら豚ひき肉を入れ、
ニンニク、セロリ、玉ねぎ、人参の人参切りを yoku, and what was that again? I know it's baking or itameru. Yeah, nabeni. It's not really fry. It's what is it? Saute. There we go. Stir fry. Yeah. Itameru.
切りをよくニンニク、セロリ、玉ねぎ、人参のみじん切りをよく炒めたら豚ひき肉を入れてさらに炒める。そこにトマトの水煮缶を1缶入れてトマトを煮崩す。
Ni kuzus. Break apart through the heat. Ni kuzus. I assume that's what ni kuzusu means.
そのトマト缶に3分の2ぐらいの水を入れる。
Huh. So 2/3. 3分の2ぐらい。2/3 of a can of water for every can.
こうすると缶を洗う手間が省ける。
こうすると缶を。
あとはコンソメとハーブを入れて塩コショウで味を整える。これを煮込んでいる間にあとはコンソメとハーブを入れて塩コショウで味を整える。これを煮込んでいる間に
たっぷり。Yeah, heat or simmer. Right? 煮込む cook well, boil well. Okay. 煮込んでいる間。
これを煮込んでいる間にホワイトソースを作ろう。バターを溶かしたら小麦粉を中弱火で炒める。
小麦粉 Is it 小麦粉 make sure. I know it's fire. 小麦粉中弱火中弱火。
バターを溶かしたら小麦粉を中弱火で炒める。粉っぽさがなくなったら
牛乳。Let's see what that is. Okay. 粉っぽさ
がなくなったら牛乳を少しずつ加えてとろみがつくまでかき混ぜながら煮て。
とろみよりで少しとろりとslight. Okay. とろみがつくまで
かき混ぜながら煮て。最後に塩コショウして出来上がり。ラザニア6枚はサラダ油少々と塩を入れた熱湯で茹でる。
Lasagna. Okay. I think this is the my. It's also for counters for lasagna for 3 layers of lasagna. 3枚サラダ油少々と塩を入れて、熱湯で。OK。
ラザニア6枚はサラダ油少々と塩を入れた熱湯で茹でる。ラザニアはくっつきやすいから要注意だ。
くっつきやすい。OK。くっつきやすいから。Easy to stick. Be careful about being okay. So be careful because it's easy to stick together.
ラザニアはくっつきやすいから要注意だ。
要注意だ。And you need to pay attention. 要注意。Fine care. 要注意だ。
耐熱皿にトマトソースを塗ったら。
耐熱皿。I know that's like a heat safe or maybe microwave safe heat resistant dish. Yeah. 耐熱皿にトマトソース。Now they're not showing it here, but using the microwave as sort of an oven, like the microwave is the oven in a lot of Japanese house kitchens, because they don't have a big stove or anything. They have a small stove for like broiling of fish and baking of fish and whatnot. So they actually use the microwave in a way where you can actually bake food, cook foods, use it like a stove of sorts. builds up a lot of heat. So you got to, obviously care is to be considered. But it's just something, it just blew my mind that that's what they use microwaves for in Japan. It's like, wow. Because I'm just used to it just being like, you don't put anything metal in there, and then there's this big metal tray that they're using to help with the baking of the mic, turned into essentially an oven.
ラザニア2枚。ラザニアはくっつきやすいから要注意だ。耐熱皿にトマトソースを塗ったらラザニア2枚。
Okay. The sauce, two sticks of lasagna, or
ホワイトソースとほうれん草。
spinach, ほうれん草。
ピザ用チーズ、トマトソース。
Really?
パルメザンチーズっていうのを3回繰り返す。
My wife's made this before, by the way. It tastes really good.
これをオーブンで焼けば完成。
So you hear you say oven. これをオーブンで焼けば完成。
次は鶏肉の香草パン粉焼き。
香草。Is that spices? Herbs? ように匂いのする草。fragrant herbs, yeah. 香草。次は分焼き骨焼きパン粉breadcrumbs. Okay. 香草パン粉焼き Okay. Alright, that makes sense.
次は鶏肉の香草パン粉焼き。こっちはシンプルだ。パン粉
There's the breadcrumbs.
パルメザンチーズ、ニンニクのみじん切り。
ニンニクのみじん切り Okay.
塩コショウ。塩は多めがうまい。
Oh, wow. Okay, so that makes sense. So you get the breadcrumbs, add in the Parmesan cheese with some of the garlic, finely cut garlic with salt and pepper. 塩は多め. Large amount is really good. Maybe.
オレガノとバジル少々に
Okay, oregano and basil.
オリーブオイルを混ぜ合わせたものを鶏もも肉にかけて焼くだけ。
So he's going to be baking that, probably using the oven of the stove oven. Bake on top. Nope, he's using the microwave. So he's doing them both together.
あとは
So I'm saying, like, that right there, I mean, again, I just didn't realize you can do that with the microwave way back when. It's like, I just, I remember, I'm sorry, let me just go with the story of how this came about. Okay, so, came back from Africa, my wife and I, and then so we got when I got to base, we got through housing and was able to get the apartment. And part of the thing is, since it's through the housing office on base, we were able to get some certain things from the base. So that was include a refrigerator and a microwave if the apartment didn't include one. All right, so we were able to get it. So they'd come, give it, deliver, whatnot. The microwave, it didn't have that thing. So she asked about it. What do you mean about that? So I went to the housing office and it said they had one of those left. So I was able to actually get one for the microwave. So I guess because a lot of the Americans didn't know how to use that tray, so they never really issued it to Americans when they got the microwave, because they, probably because then they would misuse it or get it lost because they misunderstand what it's for. But yeah, my wife was, I never really learned how to use it as an oven, turn the microwave into an oven. But I think it's like a really cool thing, because again, if you realize like Japanese houses or apartments are small compared to U.S. houses on average, from my personal experience, and that includes the kitchens are small, the bathrooms are small, the kitchen's small, whatnot. Space is a premium, but so it's just kind of cool that we have like these two that's in almost every kitchen in Japan, which is the rice maker and this particular type of microwave that does oven duties. And there is no oven. There is no stove. I mean, there's the stove there's the stove, but again, it's just basically this big, right? Because there's no oven portion to the stove. So it's just basically the top part and that's it. Beneath the stove is this basically storage for like, your extra, like for us, that's where we put some of our, for me, it's like plastics and some of the other storage items, like the plastic bags and whatnot, for trash, and some of the papers where we putting on Fridays. Yeah, it's just basically a storage area. It's not, it's just, and it kind of freaks people out. In fact, for base housing, what they'll try to do is like they'll say, okay, hey, we'll try to get a stove delivered, or they'll ask, like they'll try to look for apartments that already have the stoves installed that are like American style stoves, because again, Americans are not used to using microwave as an oven. Anyway, just thought that was kind of something interesting.
はサワークリームに明太子をほぐしたディップだな。
By the way, if you're in other countries, if you use a microwave as a stove, make it say what you say about, make a mention of it in the comments. If you're if you're in the U.S. or European countries, make the same mention if you've actually used it in areas where it's not as common. What your experiences are with it.
ああ、これをバゲットに塗った食ったやつ。
Okay. Sorry, let me back up real quick.
あとはサワークリームに明太子をほぐしたディップだ。
明太子。God damn it, I should have remembered that. Keep forgetting that. 明太子。
鶏もも肉にかけ、あとはサワークリームに明太子をほぐしたディップだな。
ほぐした。Okay. So basically breaking it apart. So usually, it's together in a little pack with a little thin film around it. Then, where the eggs are being held together. So I guess breaking it apart in this deep untangle using sour cream.
ああ、これをバゲットに塗った食ったやつ。
Baguette, right? Baguette, yeah, baguette に。Really? Use it for
ケンジすごい好きなんだよな。でもカロリーもすごいんだよな。
I can believe that, especially the sour cream.
ただいまー。
おかえり。
ケーキ買ってきたよ。シロさん。
おお。
メリークリスマス。
おお。
安くなってたから買ってきちゃった。
Yeah, so there's the lasagna, there's the chicken, there's the bread, there's the pate spread. Yeah, it's like, and there's the salad he didn't make mention of, but yeah.
うわー、最高、このボリューム感。赤ワインまである。
まあクリスマスだし、今日ぐらいカロリー気にせず好きなだけ食え。
Okay, Ikini says, don't be Ikini says. Kini says, Kini suru. Oh wait, so it isn't Iki, it's like Kalori Kini says. Sorry, Kalori Kini says. 好きなだけ食え。
今日ぐらいカロリー気にせず好きなだけ食え。
やったー。いただきます。
That looks good though. I said it was like a. Oh yeah, it is vodka. Yeah, usually white wine is for fish.
明太子ディップ塗ったやつって。
Mentaiko dip. Okay, I like that.
本当美味しい。
I'll tell you something. What I found was amazing. So there's in Yokosuka, there's a pizzeria called Sete, and one of the things he does is he'll make it like the pizza, but just the dough itself, and then cut into pizza. So it's just basically like little, potato dough, but baked potato, baked pizza. Sorry, baked pizza, but without any whatnot. So it's just pizza bread itself, just the pizza bread. But he also serves it with liverwurst, liverwurst that's been lightly glazed with heat and whatnot. It's like a really good paste to eat with the bread. The pizza bread tastes amazing by itself, but it's also really good with the liverwurst pate. And I don't like liver. I freaking hate liver. I mean I can tolerate it, but it is not a food I go for. But actually, that is a really good flavor. It worked well. I'm just kind of mentioning that because they'll use the baguettes for that, but I prefer you know, and I've never gone to another restaurant that has that, but I like the idea that he makes amazing pizza. So just his pizza bread alone is amazing. You know, since the pizza is amazing, because again, whatever he does to make the pizza dough is great. You know, again, or however he also bakes it in the oven or whatnot. Whatever he does, it works and it tastes great. So it's one of the better places I like to go for pizza. I mean, it's pricier, but yeah.
赤ワインと交互にやっちゃうともう永久に止まんないよね。
Yeah, we just went over the hour mark.
この体に悪そうな味がもうた
Oh,
ま
sorry.
赤ワインと交互にやっちゃうともう永久に止まんないよね。
Cool.
赤ワインと交互にやっちゃうともう永久に止まんないよね。この体に悪そうな味がもうたまんない。
もうたまんない。You hear that crisp? Yeah. If you don't do it right, it turns in. It's more. If you don't bake it just right, or if you maybe go a little overboard with the sauces, and it might be too soggy. You know, but he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but obviously it's not doing it with his.
こっちも熱いうちに食え。
I like it. I don't know if it actually is hot or they're doing some special effects or maybe. But yeah, they're like. I mean, it'd be interesting if somebody asks like, are they doing this with real food, or is it actually prep? I would think they would have it prepped, but if they're doing it with real food, props. But that's very difficult to pull off for the timing, and then you got to shoot the scene, then hope the lighting works with the particular scene. I think it's better if they do it as special effect or either real-time special effect or maybe post-production, just to add the little sense of this is hot but nice and fresh.
ありがとう。トロットロで。
トロで。No, that's not that. トロで。トロリ。there we go. トロリ。トロリで。トロで。
トロットロで。最高。
Yeah, the chicken looks really good.
Mm. 鶏肉もちょうどいい塩加減で美味しい。
Yeah, let me hear that again.
鶏肉もちょうどいい塩加減で美味しい。
塩加減。塩でつけて味。Seasoning. 塩加減。塩加減で。
鶏肉もちょうどいい塩加減で美味しい。
お前去年のクリスマスも同じメニューリクエストしたよな。作る方は考えなくて済むから助かるけど、こういう日ぐらい他に何か食いたいもんとかないの？
うん。なんかほら、おせち料理みたいにいつも。
おせち料理。Food serving during New Year's holiday. おせち料理みたいな。
おせち料理みたいにいつも同じメニューの方が特別な日って感じがするじゃない。
おせち料理み
たいな。そうか？
特別だよ。このメニューは。
That's a good way of thinking about it. Like, dedicate today to a certain menu. I mean, there's 365 days. I mean, you're not saying a different menu per day, but on a certain day, you have a particular menu or a particular restaurant you want to go to, or a particular movie you want to watch. I can see that. maybe you have a particular book or a particular friend or a particular place you want to go to. Yeah, you signify a day with something special that's repetitive, and so it kind of adds a bit more memory to it. Yeah, okay, I can see that. A bit more commemoration to it. It's kind of cute. And, Kenji sees it, and Shiro kind of sometimes sees it. Christmas.
なんかすごいね。
すごいね。
これ全部手作り。いやほらクリスマスだからそれっぽくしてみようかなと思って。シロさんって料理すっごいうまいんだね。美味しそう。嬉しい。まあようこそ我が家へってことで。よろしくね。とにかく飲もう。飲もう。飲もう。
こうしてなんとなく一緒に住み始めて3年。
Did I miss it? Was that like a flashback? It was a flashback.
こうしてとにかくよろしく。ようこそ。まあ嬉しい。おいしい。白さ。いやほらこれ特別だよ。
Okay, I get it. Okay. I completely missed that point. That was like the very first Okay, sorry about that.
なんかこれいやほらシロさんって美味しそう。嬉しい。まあようこそわ
ようこそわ
よろしくね。とにかく飲もう。
こうしてなんとなく一緒に住み始めて3年。
Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, I should have. I didn't realize it because I was reading. I didn't see that he went into a flashback. So,
ありがとう。いい夜だね。
But that also could be a benefit of after you do this Let's Read, you go back and watch it again. You're gonna because now you're watching the show as it's meant to be watched, but your comprehension's at a higher level. You appreciate the story, but also you appreciate the story more for the non-visuals as you're going to see as well. So yeah, again, it doesn't mean because again, it depends on how you want to take it. I mean, I've watched shows and then done a Let's Read of them later, and I've also done a Let's Read and watch show. I think I've appreciated it more when I do a Let's Read first, then watch the show again the second time. Personally, because I'm basically I can follow along the first time and enjoy the story, so I experience it with a much better comprehension because of the Let's Read, and then I get to enjoy it again as it's meant to be watched. So again, I've mentioned that before, where I'm doing this Let's Read because my wife likes this series, or we both do. Then we can sit down during dinner and like watch the show on Netflix, and you can just have it play episode after episode. We can start on episode 1 and play it. And we did the same thing. Like she actually enjoyed GTO, so it was kind of cool. We can watch GTO together. Or Shinya Shokudo, again, she likes that show, so we can again watch together. So at least for me, there's a benefit to doing it this way. Especially if I do Let's Read for shows that she enjoys watching. Then that means that we get a little extra time, and I'm not one, it's a story that I enjoy watching and can understand it fully and don't have to okay, I'm getting bored here because I'm missing some stuff. So, like if I get distracted, then and I miss part of the story. Now it's hard for me to catch up on what's happening in the story. Okay, anyway, let's keep going.
どうお父さん、飯は食えてるの？
まだ流動食だけど大丈夫よ。
流動食。Easy to digest? Soupy or, okay, liquid diet. 流動食。流動食。
元気は元
気。どう
まだ流動食だけど大丈夫よ。元気は元気だから。
元気は元気だ。
そ
う。いつも通り一緒にご飯を食べられてるだけでありがたいわ。
そうだね。
そうそう、史郎さん。年末年始はどうする
う
の？
ん。
こういう時だし、今年は大晦日はゆっくり。い
や、お母さん、あれだよ。
何？
いや、あのタオル。
ああ、ちゃんとお礼言ってくれた？
うん。あれくれた人さ。
え？
ケンジって言うんだ。俺の。
一緒に住んでる彼氏さん？
うん。
うん。
そう。
名前矢吹健二って言って。
よく気がつく方なのね。柄も好みだったわ。ありがとうってお伝えしてね。
うん。また電話するよ。お父さんによろしく。
はい。
矢吹健二さん。
矢吹健二さん。
うん。
シーロさん、ケーキ食べよう。
Where are we at?
全く俺の好みのタイプではない。
え、何？
あ、いや、ケーキ何買った？
ショートケーキとモンブラン両方。
モンブラン。モントブランク。モンブラン。I don't. Chestnut and cream dessert. I don't know. I'd probably have to see a picture and be like, oh, okay, it's that. Mombura. Shortcake. Although shortcake tastes good.
毎日一緒に暮らす相手として。うん。正解だな。
でしょ？ねえねえ、シロさんどっち食べる？じゃあモンブランかな。はい。違う。ダメ。じゃあこの半分にしてくれたら。半分にして。太るだろうこんなの。太るってだってせっかく走るから。
ただでさえ太るのに余計食わされる。
Okay. 誰です
それでぐちぐち言われんだから。もう
ぐちぐち言われたんだから。苦語？苦行すら。His pain. 苦行 penance. Oh. Definitely misunderstood that one. Aesthetics. よ
それでぐちぐち言われんだから、もはや苦行でしかないよ。
もはや。
理解のある言い方してくれる上にちょっとは感謝してもいいんじゃない？
There we go. Oh, Lala Vladia with the heart. I'm sorry, Vladi. Layla Vladi with the heart. All right, so now it's 1:15, 1 hour 15 minutes. I started about 2 minutes in. Like I said, I've been trying to start these episodes a lot faster. I think around around every 6 episodes, I'll 5 or 6 episodes, I'll do a longer introduction, just whatever. But because again, the idea is like, hey, I'm doing these live streams on kind of a random nature. I try to do them daily, but still kind of random in a bit, depending on what my schedule happens to be. But but then I set them private, and in fact, let me mark it down right now. What did you eat yesterday? Number 4. So this one, as I said, is going to be made public on July the 13th. So yes, it's set to where they're being released again on a day. I don't think it's going to matter as far as YouTube's concerned. As far as YouTube's concerned, this was the day it was released, and whatnot. But at least it's more. What it's going to be is like it kind of keeps me a little more consistent on the videos that I do make, and because I enjoy doing it, and again, it's helping. Again, a lot of these videos are made for my benefit, but because I've made them, releasing them on YouTube just seems like a no-brainer. Here you go. And the few people who watch it, okay, cool, there we go. And it's a populated channel. There we go. Now, that said, that means that if I do make videos, which I kind of do need to make some videos that are more helpful in nature, like similar like I did the review video / explaining about the N2 N1 Anki decks being made for the Tango in JLPT Tango books. I might make some other videos about something or other, but for the most part, maybe it's is there really a need? It's not. There's going to be other YouTube channels that make much better content than I do, better edited down to about the 10 to 15 minutes, as opposed to me where I meander and ramble for on end, and then kind of fumble with what I'm trying to say and probably say it wrong and don't realize I say it wrong until I go back and look at the video. I was like, oh man, I kind of forgot to say this one important point. And so that does happen. It depends on, I don't know, it depends on how I'm feeling, but for the most part, I think the way I'm doing it now should be fine. Now, what I'm also saying is like, because this took like an hour and 15 minutes, like, do I really want to do it? So probably part of me thinking like, just keep these to a video a day, because unfortunately, these particular shows they're like halfway points. Like if it were GTO, that's a 48-minute show, so around about, or 46 to 48-minute show. So around about the 23-minute mark, I shut it off, boom, and that seems to be fine. And then then I could do, but I'll still finish the episode in the same day, because then I'm doing part 2 because it's already prepped. But for this, I don't know. I don't feel like going, because it's already like, it feels like the story's complete. I don't feel like going into another story right after this, for right now, because I'm kind of like, let me marinate in the memory of the particular episode I just watched. Maybe go and actually put on play, either replay the video offline or play the audio, because what I've done, like I've said, is I've ripped the audio, and so this is a 30-minute. Let me just go and check it. Maybe I'll get luck. Like, this is 30 minutes. Let's go music, Japanese drama immersion. What did you eat yesterday? And this is episode 4. So if you look at like the stats on episode 4, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, like right there, it's a 30-minute show, but this audio is 20 minutes or 22 minutes long. So about 8 minutes of it was removed, because that's like silence between the spoken portions was more than 2 seconds. Cool. Yeah, and I think it's kind of cool where, in fact, I've shown this before. Well, I guess I can show it again. So what I can do is open it with VLC. And it's an audio program, but yeah, I'm opening up with the video player. There's a reason for that. Because with VLC, come on. Dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum. Dum, da-dum, dum, it'd be like right here.
何やってんの？
And
ちょっと焦がしちゃったから。
they actually
なんか
show
気
it
にな
right
って。
here. But if you go here to audio
今やんなくても
and then go down to visualizations and
あ、
activate any of your visualization plugins if you have
そう
them.
か。
I think there's some that are defaulted
So
or
then-
are installed. But let's say go to spectrometer, for example. I'll let the whole thing play.
作り置き用意してもらえるだけありがたいよ。俺の心配なんかいいからシロさん早く寝なよ。
Come on. There we go.
あ、待って。今渡しちゃおう。お母さんに
Now, you don't get the visuals, but
ミニタオル。
if you can remember the
病院って
visuals.
しょっちゅう手洗
But
う。
this is the part where, again, he's trying to hand the gift
シロ
to
さん、
Shiro, the gift to the mother,
なんと思ったんだけど。
since
可愛いの見つけたから。あ、無理には。
ああいやありがとう渡すよ
and now I don't even have to really look up any of the words because
Kasa.
I pretty much know most of the words.
言ってくれよ
お父さんが個室って言った時ちょっと贅沢かなと思ったんだけど10時間もの手術を待つとなるとよかったのかもね。
お母さん今日着物じゃないんだね。
And if you open, and then of course this is also going to be used with for Migaku, the Migaku video player, where if you want to do the repeating like this, I couldn't do like I'm doing with the Netflix, the language learning with Netflix plugin. Migaku, but this could work with the Migaku browser. So that means you can use the arrow keys in order to speed up to the next subtitle repeat along. You usually don't need to speed up the next subtitle because again, all the silent parts have been removed. So now it's just a matter of do you want to repeat a line or not, or pause it and look up a word you didn't. You kind of missed. So that's where Voracious or Migaku can be a very good video player to use for this.
お父さんどうしよう。お父さん死ん
But yeah, but getting this audio was super simple. It was like I mentioned, it was a Chirimeru plugin. You have go onto Matt's Refold Discord channel for Japanese. Do a search for Chirimeru or maybe CIA, Compact Immersion Audio. CIA to subs to CIA. CUBS, the number 2 CIA. So subs to compressed immersion audio or compact immersion audio. All right, and in there you're going to see a post by someone who mentions about Chirimeru, this plugin he made, but you have to install it manually. You can't go through the app store for it. But yeah, what is great about it is, again, from Netflix, it can record or download the audio from the show and also do the compressed audio information for it. And again, I've shown it before, but in addition, it retimes the subtitles as well. So download the subtitles, but have them retimed so it matches up with the compressed audio. So you can then experience it like this. And it's kind of cool.
シロさんも祈ってよ。そんな会社の書類なんか読んで
And
な
you
い
can
で。
have the things like you
そん
want
な
to
裁
get
判
rid
負けてもいいから。
of
お父さんの命をお助けくださいって神様に祈りなさい。
祈れないよそれは。こっちだって依頼人の人生
All
か
right,
かっ
so
て
I'll
ん
end
だ
that
から。
there. All right. Yeah, I like to show that off sometimes because I think that's kind of cool. It just saves so much time. Like it's not too much effort to get the audio, and the amount of time I put forward to it is not like getting material prepared. Instead, it's enjoying the material, which is the major thing you want to do. So again, I do a let's read. I get, okay, there's the subtitles. I can read those while the show is playing. Awesome. I can do read back and forth, replay a line. Awesome. Look up a word I don't know. Awesome. Rewatch it again because it's on Netflix. Cool. I don't have to worry about downloading the show somewhere. I don't have to, or trying to retime subs because again, it's all done. Cool. And then if I want to listen to it on my phone, because I can actually play the audio of this show throughout the day. And this audio, because it is near 100% comprehensible, that makes it very good audio to immerse in throughout your day. And when you're not having to like pay attention to a show, you know, just like you're just doing other stuff, but this audio that's being played, and you just notice all the, you know, again, the phrases that are being spoken because you remember you'd spent time that day already looking up all those words. So you're kind of being reminded about what those words are. So it kind of helps you memorize and stuff, even though it, again, the main, it's not the main goal of the Let's Read is to learn. It's not learning vocabulary. That's not the main goal, but it's a side benefit. You know, you will learn some vocabulary this way. So that's it. That's a good thing in that when you do get to where you're doing morph man or sentence mining, If you do Morphman, it shows you might find out like there's a lot of words that aren't in any of your decks. But so Morphman is showing to you because, hey, this is a word that now has happened to be more frequent than all the other words that you don't know yet. So you see it as like, oh, I already know that word. Cool. Just click known, and you're done. That's the beauty of Morphman as well. Yeah. There's actually a lot of benefits to Morphman. I mean, you don't have to study with Morphman, but it is a useful tool, and you can with that tool you can do some other cool stuff as well. All right, I think I've talked enough on this. By the way, thank you, Layla Vladi, for your comment. Thank you for enjoying the videos. Matthew, is that Ike? I assume Matthew Ike. Yeah, thank you also for enjoying the videos. And yeah, I'll be back. I said I was going to do 2 videos. I probably won't now. I know it's early in the day, but I don't know if my wife's taking the afternoon off or not. She hasn't called me. Let's see. Yeah, she still hasn't messaged me yet if she's able to take the afternoon off, because we might be going to Yokohama to meet up with someone. Actually, yeah, because Denny, I forgot how to pronounce the last name, but Den the Bro, the way he used to post on YouTube. I'd done an interview with him, and he had come to Japan for, I think, language school. I think that's why he was in Japan. I might be wrong. It might have been for something else. But yeah, he's been in Japan since January, and he's about to go back to, I think he lives in Russia. But yeah, so before he was going to leave, he's like, we chatted and said, hey, let's meet up for, a lunch or something before, and so yeah, so that's going to be happening later on today. So I may not have time to do I'm just not going to have time to do another video, because again, these can take over an hour, just the video itself. That's not including this, this 10 minutes of me chatting and showing off stuff at the end of the video as well. So that's even if I just did everything right, it would still take me past close to time where I might have to actually leave even before the video stuff finished. So I don't want to do that. So anyway, so let's just go with the conclusion. So yeah, so this has been Let's Read Japanese, ki no nani tabeta, episode 4 of 12. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and a like, and if you can, leave a comment, because the feedback is always welcome. If you enjoy this series, you'd like to see more, subscribe to the channel. I plan to do a lot more of these. If you like this is the Let's Learn Japanese project. If you like the project, what I'm doing with the learning community, you can go and subscribe, become a patron, and the links to Patreon are below, as well as the website and the community Discord. And finally, there's also, through the Patreon, you can also hire me on commission, the hourly rates, and the hourly rates are, again, given direct special links are in the description below as well. Cool. Yeah, so if you've seen this, the next video will be on July 14th. If you're seeing this today, I'll probably will be doing another video tomorrow as a live stream. Thank you all very much. This was a good episode, really good episode. And again, I liked it because, again, my wife watches it and she gets the idea of kind of make a recipe for preparing sometime, either in the week, on the evening, or on the weekend. Well, that's kind of cool. I was like, oh yeah, I remember having that. It's like, oh yeah, this is where she got some of the ideas for some really good dishes that are not too complicated, to be honest. Also, I mean, it's maybe takes some effort, but again, it's the recipes seem pretty straightforward to follow, and I think there's probably on the website a more detailed description of the recipes. I would assume there's probably somewhere in there, and she might even get the manga for this, because since this was originally a manga anyway, so it might be interesting to read as well. If not, also I'm pretty sure in the manga they'll have a better layout for the recipe to follow, so you don't have to constantly be watching the video or taking notes during the video. Cool. All right, thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time. All right, so thank you, Matthew Ike, and thank you, Layla Vladi, and everyone else, and Victor. Everyone else I don't know if Victor was watching, but because he plans to watch this later. All right, later, guys.